Hello once again, welcome to another example on the indices. This is the solution space, the platform where mathematics is made easy and simple for everyone to understand and enjoy. In this video, I want us to solve another example on the indices that I started with you in the previous videos. Okay, in the previous videos, we started learning about indices where we handle the multiplication and division law of indices, which I've explained into details, and also we've solved some examples on it as well. I've already done 3 videos on this subject already. Okay, that's the indices, and we've done a lot of examples in them as well. So I will advise that you watch the previous videos to get the foundation to be able to handle this session as well. As I said, this is a continuation where I want us to solve another example to help you understand it more. Okay, so all the explanation that you need, I've done them in the previous videos, particularly the first video. Okay, so watch them to get the understanding to be able to follow this one as well. And please don't forget to like the videos and also share them as well after watching. So let's go ahead and handle the example that I have on the board. Okay, so example 1, it says that if a to the power 6 divided by a to the power 4 equals to 64, find a. Okay, then the example 2, it says find the value of m given that m equals into brackets 3 to the power 6 divided by 3 to the power 4 bracket close times 27. Okay, so we are going to apply the knowledge that we've had on the previous videos, that's the multiplication and division law of indices, to solve this question. Okay, that's why I'm advising you to watch the previous videos, particularly the first video. Okay, so let's go ahead and solve the examples on the board, starting from the example 1. Okay, so the example 1, I have, and let me write my solution. Okay, and let's do it together. So I have a to the power 6 divided by a to the power 4 equals to 64. Okay, so we have to find a. Okay, so we have to apply the division law of indices here. Okay, because to simplify this a to the power 6 divided by the a to the power 4, which is here, we need to apply the division law of indices that we've learned in the previous videos. Okay, and the law says that if the bases are the same and they are dividing, what we do to simplify it is that we pick one of the variables, okay, the base. Okay, we just pick one of the base, then we subtract the powers. Okay, that's the division law of indices. Okay, so that's what you have to do here. Okay, so we use that law to simplify this one, then we equate it to 64, then we continue to solve for the value for a. Okay, so let's go ahead. So now this one, the a to the power 6 divided by a to the power 4, it's going to give me a to the power 2. Okay, please hope you agree with me, because the indices law says that if the bases are the same and they are dividing, we subtract the powers. Okay, so this power 6 minus the power 4, which is here, it will be 6 minus 4, it will be 2. Okay, that's why I have a to the power 2. Okay, so a to the power 2 equals 64. You equate it to your 64. Now from here, we go ahead and solve for a. Okay, please, you cannot leave your answer like this. We are not done. Okay, because it says find a. It didn't say find a square. This is a square, so it means we have to get rid of the power 2, which is here. Okay, so that we can get a. Okay, so that's what the question is asking us to do. So if you leave it like this, you are not done. Okay, which is wrong, you are not done. So we have to simplify further. Okay, and what you have to do to get the value for a here is that you can see that the a has power 2. Okay, and the only way to get rid of the power 2 so that we get a is that you take square root of both sides. Okay, so that's how to deal with it from here. Okay, so we are going to take the square root of both sides. Okay, then the square root will cancel this power 2 away so that we can go ahead and get our final answer. Okay, so let's go ahead. So the next step is to take square root of both sides. So square root of a squared equals to square root of the 64. Okay, please hope you agree with me. So that this square root sign will cancel the power 2, which is here. Okay, so I have my a equals to square root of 64 is 8. So I have my a equals to 8. So this is my final answer for solving the equation that is on the board. Okay, so finding for the value of a, my a equals to 8. Okay, so that's the answer. Please hope the explanation is clear enough. Okay, so if you don't understand how come we are cancelling the square root and the power 2 away, don't worry. Okay, in other videos I will explain into details why we have this square root and this power 2 cancelling. Okay, and also if you don't understand how come the square root of 64 is 8, that one too, I'll do a video on it to explain all those things. Okay, so don't get worried. Okay, I'll do a video to explain all these things into detail. Okay, into detail, so that you get a better understanding of it. Okay, so now let's go ahead and tackle the example 2. Okay, so example 2, it says find the value of m given that m equals 3 to the power 6 divided by 3 to the power 4 into brackets times 27. Okay, so this is the example 1. Okay, so let me write my example 1 here, which we have done. Okay, so let's go to the example 2. So example 2, I have m equals into brackets 3 to the power 6 divided by 3 to the power 4 and then times 27. Okay, so there's a question. Okay, so we have to find the value for m. Okay, all that you have to do to find for the value for m is to simplify what is here. We will maintain that the m which is here, then we will apply the indices law that we know to simplify what we have here. Then the value, the answer we get is equal to m, and that is our answer. Okay, please hope you agree with me and you understand as well. Okay, not difficult. So let's go ahead. Okay, so now I have my m here equals, for this we need to apply the division law of indices. Okay, which says if the bases are the same and they are dividing, we subtract powers. So you can see that the bases are the same. So for us to simplify this one, the law says that we just pick one of the base, then we subtract the powers. Okay, so it will be, to simplify what is in the bracket, it's going to be 3 to the power 6 minus 4. 6 minus 4 gives 2. Please hope you agree with me. Okay, so that's how to simplify it. Then we bring the times 27. Okay, so please hope you understand it up to this point. Okay, now we have our m equals, now for us to simplify this one, you can choose to do it. There are two ways you can choose to do it. You can choose to do this 3 to the power 2. 3 to the power 2 means 3 is multiplying itself 2 times. Please, 3 to the power 2 doesn't mean 3 times 2. No. Okay, most students make those mistakes. Okay, so 3 to the power 2 means 3 is multiplying itself 2 times, which is 3 times 3, and that is 9. So you can simplify this one as 9 times 27, then you get your answer. Okay, then you solve further and get your answer. Or you can choose to write this 27 so that it will have the base 3. Okay, so you can change this 27 to the base 3. Okay, so it will be 3 to the power something. Okay, please hope you agree with me. Okay, so that when they have the same base, you can apply the indices law to simplify. Okay, so okay, let me do the two of them so that you get what I'm saying. Okay, so from here I'm saying that 3 squared is 9. Okay, it means 3 times 3. That's what 3 squared means. Okay, so 9 times 27. Okay, so my m equals to 9 times 27 gives 2, 4, 3. Okay, so just do your multiplication, then you know that 9 times 27 gives 243. So our m equals 243. That's the answer. Or I'm saying that from here, okay, I'm saying that from here, this side, you can do it another way. Okay, so you can choose to do it as m equals, I want you to see it, so I'm checking very well. Okay, I think I have to write it in a way that you have enough space to see. Okay, so let me rule a line like this. Okay, so that you don't get confused about it. Okay, so from this side, okay, from here, m equals 3 to the power 2 times 27. I'm saying that this 27, you can also write it to get the base. Okay, 3. Okay, so it will be 3 to the power something. Okay, so and 3 to the power, you just need to ask yourself, it's like you are expressing numbers as product of prime factors. Okay, so this 27, you express it as product of prime. Okay, and that will be 3 to the power 3. Okay, because 3 to the power 3 gives 27. 3 to the power 3 means 3 times 3 times 3. 3 is multiplying itself 3 times, and that gives 27. Okay, so this 27, we write it as product of prime factors. Okay, or in other words, it means that make sure that this 27, you've written it as 3 to the power something, because they need to have the same base so that you can apply the multiplication law of indices. Okay, so you can choose to write it as this 3 to the power 2 is there, this is the 3 to the power 2 which is there, times the 27. I'll write it as 3 to the power something. Okay, and that will be 3 to the power 3. Okay, because 3 to the power 3 gives 27. So now you can see that the bases are the same. So you can apply the multiplication law of indices because they are multiplying. Okay, so it will give me 3 to the power 5. Okay, because it's going to be this power 2 plus the power 3, which will give me 3 to the power 5. Okay, let me write it well so that you see it well. Okay, so 3 to the power 5. Hope you can see it well now. Now 3 to the power 5 means 3 is multiplying itself 5 times. Okay, so 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 again. 3 is multiplying itself 5 times. That gives the 3 to the power 5. Okay, and when 3 multiplies itself 5 times, it gives the same answer, which is 243. Okay, again, note that 3 to the power 5, it doesn't mean 3 times 5. Okay, students make those mistakes. That's why I'm stressing on it. 3 to the power 5, it doesn't mean 3 times 5. It means 3 is multiplying itself 5 times, which is 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times another 3. 5 times. Okay, and that gives 243. Okay, so you get your M to be the same answer. Okay, I can see you are not seeing it well. Okay, so let me clean it and write it here. Okay, so which gives the 243. Okay, so you get the same answer. Okay, so your M equals to 243. So either you use this or this approach, you get the same answer as we've gotten here. Please hope you understood it and the explanation was clear enough. Don't forget to like the video and also share the video. See you again in another video whilst we solve more example. Bye bye.